Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So, dear Scorpiana, today I'm going to be doing your no contact reading for the last couple of weeks of October. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at the main energy between you and your person, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify everything for you, get some final advice, and some messages of love. Scorp John, how's it going? My cutie patootie looking all this so good. So dear Scorpio, let's get into your reading. And I want to thank to every single one of you, dear Scorpios, for being here. I greatly appreciate you, love you, and just like everyone else, thank you so much for making up such a great community. You are deeply appreciated. For those of you that know me, I'm a quadruple Leo and my North Node is in Scorpio. So let's get into your reading, dear Scorpio, and see what is it that's going on between you and your person during this no contact situation. These are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not, but this will find you at the right time with the right message. Okay, so the overall energy between you and your person is the moon, dear Scorpio, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the justice. So the energy that is the moon, there is a lot of realizations. People, I think the person that you are dealing with, someone here is having, I don't know why I said people. Maybe there is multiple people involved in this situation, I don't know, but there is dreams that are being that are revealing a lot of things to you and to your person. You might be having some doubts and fears and certain realizations in your mind when it comes to this person. You could be dealing with a Cancer. I'm certainly getting here a Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Sagittarius here as well, or a Capricorn, okay? Now, or Libra. So there is something here that's worrying you, something that's bothering you. You know, I think that this no contact situation might have raised a lot of questions about yourself, your self-worth. Why did this situation end this way, and why is there a silence? We're going to talk about this when we clarify. In the recent past, we have the Six of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So in the recent past, I do feel like here that when you met this person, it felt like this was a soul connection, somebody from the past with the Six of Cups. And I'm also getting here a lot of challenges between you and this individual. Okay, a lot of communication, a lot of talks, maybe flowers, gifts, exchanging gifts with one another, dear Scorpio, but definitely a lot of questions that came into your mind in regards to this person. I feel like that a lot of you felt there was some sort of a pressure coming in towards you from someone else other than this person. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the present moment, you have the Four of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So in the present moment, there is a lot of sadness, dear Scorpio, between you and this person. I feel like this is a lot about your sense of loss and disappointment. Some of you are feeling pain and disappointed over the fact that this situation ended a certain way. You know, maybe you were already living with this person, maybe you were married, maybe you shared something with this individual, because the Four of Wands here is all about marriage, commitment, and relationship. Something here has been really bothering you, and a lot of you are going within your mind and having some sort of understanding and realizations. There is something that's becoming very clear for you in the present moment, and we're going to get to this and clarify and see what this is about. In the near future, you have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Strength. So in the near future, I do feel like here that you're turning your pain into power. Happy birthday also. Your birthday month is coming up, dear Scorpio. One of my most favorite seasons, because this is very personal. This is a season of transformation. And I feel like that for a lot of you, you're really, really looking into your pain deep down. You're acknowledging the pain that has been happening, that has happened between you and them. And you are not letting that pain to diminish your light. You're not letting that pain to take you down. A lot of you are also going to be creating this sense of harmony and peace within you to move towards a specific direction. In order for us to get some more information, we need to clarify, which I'm going to be doing for you. Now let's get into your reading and let's clarify everything for you. So let's clarify the moon, which is the main energy between you and your person. So the moon is clarified by the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. A lot of you are definitely missing out this person a lot. Okay, it could be someone also really missing you, but I feel like that because you're a Scorpio and you really get very much invested into this connection, into the connection on an emotional level, there is a lot of nostalgia. Uh, Due to the lack of communication here that has happened that exists right now between you and this person, maybe a little communication. A lot of you are really wondering if this person left you or if this person completely checked out from the relationship or not, as we can see the Knight of Cups heading towards the other direction. Some of you might be feeling you need to check out mentally, physically, emotionally. You're like, you know what? I have a lot of anxiety right now and I need some space and I need my time and I need to really focus on what's important for me, because the moon here is talking about our subconscious mind and a lot of things being revealed to us. Okay, a lot of you are also realizing that there might be some financial challenges that also exist in this connection, whether it's on your end, whether it's on their end, but something here needs to be resolved big time. Okay, so let's talk about the recent past. Six of Cups is clarified by the King of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that there was a lot of confusion in regards to this connection. A lot of on and off connection, on and off times being in and out, in and out, in and out. And this created a lot of chaos. This created this sense of chaos and uncertainty where this connection was gonna go. You did feel that this person maybe also was either hiding something from you or something was just very confusing. Okay, a lot of you maybe even tried to communicate with this person, but they were avoidant or they did not want to look into you, right? They did not want to face the communication. They were the other way, looking the other way. Their attention maybe was onto something else. Now, Seven of Wands here in the recent past, dear Scorpio, is talking about the challenges that existed between you and this person in the recent past. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Moon again, the Two of Wands, and the Sun. Some of you were dealing with the Leo, Cancer, Pisces here, Sagittarius, Aries also. So for a lot of you, there could have been a long distance between you and this person. You are someone that you probably live near a body of water. There is something about you in the recent past realizing that you cannot be the only one that's going to make this connection work. You can be the only one that has to put the investment into this connection. A lot of anxiety on both ends for sure. Okay, you could have dealt with someone who was either from a different part of the world. There was a physical, like a long geographical distance between you and them. I'm also getting here age differences as well. Someone here was very childlike also, but there was a lot of happiness between you and this person. You might have even been in distance, but tried to maintain the communication, but it just didn't work out that way. You needed a lot of physical affection. You really appreciate a connection that's built on mutual respect and intimacy. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. King and a queen, and in the middle there is the Four of Wands. A lot of you, maybe you were in a connection where there was only or solely or maybe 80-90% of it was just communication and like lack of action, lack of purpose, and a sense of direction towards marriage. A lot of you wanted to settle down with this person, marry with this individual, and be with them. Okay, so let's talk about right now in the present moment what happened. In the past, there might have been a situation where maybe someone stepped into this situation. Maybe there was a third party. The third party could be a person, could be a thing. It could be anything from, a person to a pet, a dog. I don't know, like overtime working, whatever. But definitely an obstacle here was created between you and this person. Now, in the present moment, the Four of Wands is clarified by the Fool, the Seven of Wands, and the Death. The Death card is you, dear Scorpio, which is all about transformation and metamorphosis. So I do strongly feel like here that a lot of you in the present moment are kind of fighting with your feelings, and you sometimes want to just completely let go of this situation and of this person. But it's become extremely difficult to do that because, again, the Four of Wands is here, twice, right? There is a vision here when it comes to marrying this person or settling down with them and wanting to work it out with this individual. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Fool, Seven of Wands, the Death card. So definitely a connection here between you and this person that seems to not die. That seems to not to be let go of, The Seven of Wands, the Death, is like almost you're fighting and wanting to save this relationship. You really want to work it out with this individual. And have a brand new beginning, okay? The Full Aries energy here. So there is an opportunity here that maybe is not in your awareness yet that could potentially materialize and manifest. Let's talk about the Five of Cups in the present moment. A lot of sadness. Someone here is feeling sad. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we'll go with that. The Hermit and the Four of Cups. So during your solitude and your sadness, Scorpio, you are definitely doing a lot of internal thinking and wanting to understand the meaning of this connection in your life. Why is this person in your life? Why did they come into your life? What is the purpose of this connection after all? A lot of you are also changing something in your life. You could be changing your hair color, cutting your hair, making some really profound changes for you, change jobs, the locations. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is this turning point and this change of events that actually, it's about leading you somewhere else, somewhere, some sort of a towards a new direction here for you. A lot of you also could be you could be quitting drinking as well. Someone here could also quit drinking as well. So there is definitely a shift that's happening. Now, a lot of you are not wanting to reach out to this person because you know that this person still avoids communication. They still avoid communicating. And that's why the moon here is the overall energy and the challenge between you and them. There is a lot of thinking going on, a lot of chatter in your mind. You definitely have a lot going on your mind, dear Scorpio. Scorpiana, you're kind of like doing the math in your mind, trying to really understand, is this person meant to stay in your life forever or not? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got the Judgment here, and this is the card of a Scorpio here. The Judgment here is talking about this understanding and this realization of a situation, waking up to a realization here, the Justice and the Six of Pentacles. I think a lot of you are really reminiscing about the past. You are kind of like going back in your mind because, you know, Scorpio, your mind is like an archives. You can pull a situation that happened 72 months ago at a certain location at a certain time. What color was this person wearing? What was happening? And I'm the same way too. So in the present moment, you're definitely doing a lot of thinking and just kind of remembering like the pitfalls of this connection. When was the time when you felt like you were overextending yourself and this person starting to pull him back? Or when was the time when there was not an equal give and take exchange energy? You're doing a lot of analysis in your mind. Definitely a lot of thinking is happening, dear Scorpio, which is making you realize certain things. Now, in the near future, you have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Strength. So this situation is definitely taking a shift. The pain is there. You have become more aware of it, and you know awareness is key. So you're definitely transforming here for you in the near future. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the World, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So in the near future, there is a major cycle that's closing up for you. I feel like a lot of you're not giving up on this person, but you're giving up on a version that you thought existed, because this is up to this person to really change something within themselves. And you know, I don't sugarcoat in here, so I always keep it real. There is something about this person's behavior that they need to change, or they need to relocate, because there is a distance here that I constantly see showing up between you and this individual. Okay, a cycle is finally closing out for you. And with the Three of Swords, I feel like that you're really transmuting this pain, the Three of Swords and the Strength. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. Wow. Could there be any better explanation of a transmutation for how a Scorpio transmits pain, right? A lot of you have been really pulling stuff back and pulling stuff out from the archives of the past that you experienced certain traumatic experiences, situations that made you feel a certain way. And the power of a Scorpio is really all about metamorphosis and transformation. So in the near future, this is you as the Queen of Cups looking into the opportunity that the universe is bringing into your life and moving forward. The Chariot is all about moving forward, putting the past behind you, heading towards a certain direction where you're really going to be very confident within yourself that you have been able to let go of this pain. You're transmuting. Now, this doesn't mean you're letting go of the person, you don't love them, but you're letting go of the idea or the version of a person that you thought existed, because somebody here really needs to prove with their actions to be with you. Okay, this is someone that loves you, but I do see here, and maybe there was a childlike behavior about this person, age differences, whatever, but there is a certain level of maturity that this person needs to gain and attain in order for them to be with you. So let's talk about the Strength here for you in the near future. You do seem to be really stepping into your power, especially as your birthday season is coming up very soon. And that's literally one of the biggest national holidays out there. I'm very excited for Scorpiana season. So let's clarify the strength here. Very clear reading, honestly, here, Scorpio. So the strength is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So a lot of you are walking away from situations that are keeping you stuck. Okay, the Nine of Wands, which is literally the wounded soldier energy here, you feel like that you might have been kind of stuck in the same place over and over again, and your greatest asset and power here is to transform and transmute and move forward. So I do see here in the near future with the Eight of Cups, you walking away from a situation that no longer serves you, that no longer fills your cup. Maybe this is a short hiatus, maybe this is a pause, maybe this is a separation that you need at this time in order for you to heal, to transform, to transmute, and to reinvent yourself. And this is how you step into your power. What does this have to do with the no contact situation? Well, as a matter of fact, when you do the breath work, when you do the meditation, when you bring your attention from everyone else, from everything else, you actually, and you pull your energy, bring it back to yourself. And you say, your energy says, I'm no longer investing into a situation, into a job, into a connection, into a person where it's not in alignment with where I'm meant to be or where I'm going, because for a long time, you have been putting your attention onto situations and people that you should have taken away your attention from. For a long time, Scorpio, you've constantly overextended yourself and maybe hoped for something to change. But this is the change that you're making within yourself. No longer feeling attached to a situation or to a person. Because as a Scorpio, you love very hard, you love very deeply, and it becomes challenging for you to disinvest your energy, to disinvest your energy and bring it back to you, okay, from someone that you truly love so much. Doesn't mean you stop loving them, but it means that you need to focus on your own growth, on your own journey here. Now, because there is a lot of questions that you need to have answers for, and there is a space that's needed between you and this person. And I know, Scorpio, some people are gonna say, that's not what I wanna hear. I'm not here to tell people what they wanna hear. I'm here to tell you what they need to hear. And there is a lot of success stories onto the channel, into the community posts, that you can check them out and really see that people actually have applied what I've said to them. They were like, oh my gosh, I was trying to manifest my person for the past 2 months, and after no contact, I woke up to a text from them. They blocked me, but now they unblocked me. I've been doing meditation, breath work, and all the things you mentioned, so thank you. And I want to see a lot of those success stories for everyone out there and for you as well. So it's the game of and the art of detachment that you are doing that's going to make them have a realization and epiphany. So the advice for you, dear Scorpio, you have the King of Cups, which is you, the lovers, and the world. Wow. Okay, so the King of Cups is you, the world is here, and the lovers. A situation here that you truly know needs to change and needs to transform, it's already here. It's undeniable, it's inevitable. The world card here is talking about a culmination and a cycle finally closing up between you and this person. This is giving you the opportunity to fall in love with yourself and with life back again. And by you doing this, Aquarius, wasn't Aquarius? I was gonna say Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio. Some of you are dealing with some of these signs out here. Maybe fixed sign, right? On the four corners of the world, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. So you are a fixed sign. I'm a fixed sign. There is changes that we might be postponing and delaying because we don't necessarily like changes, but this is a change that's going to lead you to really do a lot of self-love and focus on what's important for you. So dear Scorpio, allow me the opportunity to put some love messages here from your person to you and from you to them. So from you to your person, you would say forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. That's the manifestation situation here, where it's really about forgiveness. You're encouraging your person not to dwell onto the past situations, and there is a brighter future for your person as well. But like I said, something's got to change and transform, whether that's a way of communication, whether you're encouraging your person to start loving themselves as well. And the message for you is playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. There will be a time when you both will come, for a lot of you, will come together and will allow things to unfold and grow organically. But in order to heal, we need to learn how to process the pain, and that's what the journey here is about in this time of your life, especially as your season is coming up. So with all that being said, dear Scorpio, finally, I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for making such a great part of this community. I love my Scorpios so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Have an amazing day ahead. Bye.